Hey guys, welcome to a day in the life here at Discipleship Training School. I am really excited to bring you along on my Monday. And if you are receiving this video, it means that you have either given financially, you are on my prayer team, or you're just following along on my newsletter. And I'm so glad that each of you guys are here. To start out our day, usually we sit at our nice long table and we read our Bibles in the morning. So there's 8 girls that live in this house. Usually we all sit around the table and eat breakfast and read the word together. And so that is what I'm doing right now. And we also have our wonderful espresso machine, courtesy of Julia. If you know me, coffee is wonderful. Every morning we do that and we make our cup of coffee. And then around 9:30ish, we'll leave to go to school. So I'm really excited to bring you along on today's journey and adventure. And I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, guys, so we are actually going to take you inside and do a little house tour. Come on in. This is the Baxter house. Foyer is over here, and courtesy of the flowers that have been living for 2 weeks from my mom when I was sick. And then here we have our entryway, and then this is the big table over here. Come. It looks like what life would look like when a table is used. And so it has character. And it has all of our things on it because all of us are sitting at the table currently. And so come, let's show you the kitchen. Outside, we have our backyard. And we tend to look outside. There's always some activity with the squirrels, or as you can see, there's snow on the ground. Here we are, mid-March, St. Patrick's Day, with snow on the ground. This is where our hearty meals are made every single day. And we have a wonderful view outside of our kitchen window. Perfect little view of our backyard. And over here we have the laundry room. We'll leave you guys out of there since that's where we put our recycling. And then if you want to come with me upstairs, so here is our little sitting area. As you can see, the light is coming in, and it's such a great and perfect place to just sit and read the word, and definitely need to utilize this more, but the lighting, it's always wonderful. Next stop we're going to bring you to is going to be our car ride on the way to school, and how we hang out all together in the car and sing some good songs. Hey guys, we are driving to school now, and this is our drive, this is our view. This is East Grand Rapids, and such a beautiful sight to see all the snow on the ground. We are heading into week 6 of DTS, and we are visited by our wonderful new friend Maria, and she is going to be teaching us what it means to hear the voice of God. And our car this morning is talking about how do you discern the voice of God and what that sounds like. Okay, so we have Emily, my dear friend Emily, in the car, and her and Rachel were talking about what it means to hear the voice of God. So she is going to give her thoughts of what that means.
I think we learned a lot about discerning the voice of God when Amy came, but I still am learning how to discern my thoughts from God's when it's like in my head, and especially when evangelizing. We're talking about the voice of God for 4 days. Like, I wonder how much there is to and how much we can talk about when listening to God. And that just got me so excited of like, you're right. Like, what are we going to talk about for the next 4 days? And like, what kind of things are we going to like do activations or practice, or I don't know. I'm just so excited. So yeah.
So now we are at the building. This is our new building. Yay! We did it! They raised the amount of money. We are here around 9:50 in the morning, and then we'll start class around 10. And so this is where all of our class takes place, all of Sunday nights, Tuesday morning prayer, Thursday night prayer, and potentially our unity gatherings every month, which is so exciting. So everything is now transitioned from the old building to the new building. And so we will take you inside in just a little bit when the doors open and show you around. This is what the area for school looks like. And this is the new building where all of the worship settings and all of the prayer nights happen. And it's way bigger than the last building we were in. And it's been so helpful and so awesome to be in here. And lots of places to dance as well, which is awesome. Okay, guys, so we're here with Brennan Joseph. He is one of the leaders of Every Heart Movement. Brennan, tell us, what is Every Heart and how did you start Every Heart Movement?
Every Heart started with me and a bunch of my friends who fell in love with the presence of Jesus, and we wanted to see our whole generation fall in love with the presence of Jesus. So we did a bunch of stuff to pursue that mission. That's basically how it started. Yep. Being constantly surrounded by hungry people. The people that are here just want Jesus. They're pure. They want only Him. And to be constantly surrounded by those kind of people is the best thing ever. Oh, you already know the answer. Black Napkin, baby. It's the best burger ever, not just in Grand Rapids, ever. Check it out.
We just finished our school for the day, so it's about 1:30, and today we got to hear from Maria just about the voice of God and pushing away and just kind of confessing any fear of man. And if you're watching this and you don't know what that looks like, it's basically putting anything other than Jesus as Lord. So that looks like fear of man could be avoiding making a decision, fear of being real with other people, and even just like fear of taking a stance on something that you feel is biblical and what the Bible says. And so we just went through a time of repenting, which means just like turning away from those walks of life and confessing that to the Lord and to our teammates for our outreach team. And we got to just receive the freedom that Jesus wants to give us. And something that I've really found helpful is instead of saying, I have this fear and this fear is gone. Now I'm replacing it with courage. So I'm going to say, now I have the courage to actually be real and walk in the fullness of what God has for us. Now we are headed to Trader Joe's, which is so exciting. And we have Met by Love tonight. So just stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so I wanted to include Lily in this Day in the Life video because Lily is one of our house leaders. Yay! And she's also my one-on-one person. So basically every week we have one-on-ones where we go through different development and personal discipleship during our time here at DTS. And so Lily, what are some of the responsibilities you have being on Every Heart staff and also as a house leader? And what do you do here at Every Heart Movement?
Wow. Great questions, Mirabella. My roles on Every Heart staff are in worship. So I help lead worship at our weekly prayer gatherings. We have Tuesday morning prayer, Thursday night prayer, Sunday evening sets, just hosting the presence of God. And then I'm also on staff for our DTS students. And it's been such a blast, such a joy to walk in intentional discipleship with these girls and to just love on them, care for them, pray with them. It's been amazing.
Just a side note, me and Lily like to make gnocchi together. If you want to know what we eat here at Discipleship Training School, we go shopping and we get gnocchi and broccoli and Brussels sprouts and goat cheese. Hey everyone, it is around 4:30 here in Grand Rapids, and so now in the afternoon, hopefully I will try and do some support raising things, and so that looks like getting the newsletter done. And so actually I'm doing a new platform, which hopefully we can add right here, the little logo for it, but it's called Epistle, and it'll be so much better and easier just for you guys to keep up with all of the newsletters and all of the updates, and it'll be more of a blog style, and so it'll just be a lot easier than you receiving one email a week in your email box. And so that is what we're doing this afternoon. If you know anything, just a little bit about my story is that I was a part of Sanford Met by Love in Birmingham, Alabama, which is what got me connected with Every Heart Movement. And so every single Monday here in Grand Rapids, we get the privilege to come to one of the colleges here in GR and be a part of Met by Love. And so what Met by Love is, it's a faith-filled, presence-driven, student-led movement. Wow, remembered that from, I think I mixed them up, but remembered that from our time at Met by Love Sanford. And basically they just seek the presence of Jesus in a classroom and bring the presence of Jesus onto their college campuses through worship, through intercession, through evangelism. And so all of these college students are super hungry for the Lord, and Aquinas is really special to our hearts just because most of the people here are just walking as athletes, and we just see a lot of new people come every single week, and it's been such a joy to be able to be a part of their worship nights every Monday for the last few weeks. And so yeah, come inside and can't wait to show you the night. Here is the classroom that they meet in. So we have Andre, who helps lead worship here. He's on Every Heart staff. That's my dad. This is the classroom, and it's so exciting because in an hour there's going to be so many students filled in here worshiping Jesus, and we're so excited. Here's me finding a microwave to warm my tea up at Aquinas. Here we have Nick from Aquinas, and he's going to be answering a few questions for us because he's on the leadership team here at Aquinas. So Nick, tell me what year you are, how you got connected to Met by Love Aquinas, and just a 20-second version of your testimony.
I'm a sophomore here. I got connected because we wanted to have like a Met by Love here, but didn't really know anybody at first in the community. And then literally a week later, Jenna reached out to me and was like, hey, like we're starting a Met by Love at Aquinas. I don't know if you heard of it. And I was like, yeah, like I was just looking at the application like a week ago. And so the timing that the Lord has for us here was just how we all got involved and met each other. I knew the Lord like growing up, but didn't really have like a true relationship with him. I was really not in a good spot mentally, and I was looking towards alcohol and other things to kind of cope with that. And the Lord brought me to a unity gathering one night, changed my life. And so the unity gatherings, I like just fell in love with them. I love music, so that just really brought me here. And I ended up just following the Lord, and then ended up getting baptized at unity gathering, and my life just like completely turned around.
Hey guys, so this is the end of the day in the life, and I'm really glad and thankful that you guys followed along. Just thank you guys for following along, and I hope that this video blessed you and just gave you an insight into my everyday life here in Grand Rapids. And so hopefully we can make one again soon to show you another day throughout our week. But love you guys. Thank you for your support and your prayers. Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.